What's up, everybody? Brandon here, and welcome to Lakeside Armory's YouTube channel. Or if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Today I wanted to have a sit down with you guys and just kind of go over what it takes to become a home-based FFL. I've had my FFL for a year and 2 months this January. I just wanted to go over the business side of things, getting your business started, as well as the ATF side. So, first order of business. When the ATF agent comes to your house, they make it pretty clear that you have to have intent to run a business. You cannot obtain an FFL for personal use. So if you just want to get an FFL to have your gun shipped to your house, it's not possible. You need a name for your business. A good name is pretty important. It can set you apart from the thousands of other FFL dealers. Once you finally decide on a name, first order of business, if you're going to be an LLC, you need to file your articles of organization with your Secretary of State. And here in South Carolina, I believe I paid $110 to file the papers. And within a few hours, I got an email back and it said that I was an official business. The EIN, it is free to apply for. You can do so on the irs.gov website, and it's pretty simple. Once you receive your EIN number, you are then able to apply for your home occupation application, which pretty much just tells your city or county that, hey, I'm going to be running a business out of my home. This was done at my local courthouse in the zoning department. When you go up there, you just tell them that you need the form for filing a home-based business. Once you get the form, you'll put your business name, your address, and what kind of business you intend to run. When I gave the paper back, the lady kind of looked at me funny because I put that I was selling firearms. But then I informed her that I was getting an FFL and it would be done legally. So it went to the back and it took probably 20 minutes and she came back and it was approved. You then pay, I believe it was $20 for the filing the home base application. And once you get the green light on that, you are finally ready to start filing ATF paperwork. Yes, you have to have a complete business, EIN number and all, before you can even start to file your ATF paperwork. It's a little backwards, but that's just the way it is. Alright, now let's get to the fun part. First thing you want to do is head on over to the ATF.gov website and search up the application for federal firearms license. Once you get there, go ahead and print that off. And you can start filling it out. You'll need your business name, your EIN number that we talked about earlier. You will need your address, and then you will need to pick which type of license you want. Me personally, I'm a type 01, which is retail sales / minor repairs. Once you get done filling the form out, you'll need a passport style photo, such as Walgreens, I believe, does it. That's where I got mine done. Or you can probably take your own. But you'll need the passport photo, and then you will need to get 2 sets of fingerprints, which I got mine done at my local police department. Now that your form's all complete, you need to go ahead and add your payment for your license type. For the 01 FFL, I believe it was $200 for the license fee. And you can pay that check, or you can add your debit card on the form. Once you do that, you're ready to ship it off. I used the USPS flat rate envelope and I sent it off, and then the wait begins. The ATF website, it says that the process should take no longer than 60 days from the time that they receive and approve your form. So around about a month and a half, maybe 2 months after I submitted all my paperwork, I finally got a call from my IOI or the ATF agent that was going to be doing my interview, and we set up a time to meet and just prepare from there. I made sure I had all my ducks in a row. I had all of my business paperwork, my LLC paperwork to show him that I intended to run a business. I had the home occupation application. I printed it off. I had it with me because you have to be able to run a business out of your home to get the license. And once you do all that, it's just a waiting game. And I was a little intimidated at first just because I didn't know what it would entail. I mean, you go on YouTube or online and there's so many different stories of people that had different experiences. But my experience was pretty good. The guy showed up and we met outside my garage and I showed him my place of business where I was going to be running. So we sat down at the same table that I'm sitting at right now. And he pretty much had a briefcase with 4473, youth handgun safety pamphlets, and a couple of other papers I don't remember. But we pretty much sit down and you explain to him what you want to do, what you're going to be doing, and then he pretty much tells you the do's and don'ts of being an FFL. He shows you how to correctly fill out the 4473. We went over bound book was a big one, making sure you log stuff in and out correctly, date it, and that's pretty much it. It was a pretty smooth interview. It took probably an hour and a half max, and pretty much before he left, he went ahead and let me know that he was gonna submit me for approval. So after he left, probably it was 3 weeks, and I had my license in the mail. It was a pretty surreal feeling. Once you finally see that license, it's a big deal. Now that you're a fully licensed gun dealer, let's get to the fun stuff. Distributors. I have quite a few that I use. There are some that will not sell to home-based dealers, but the main ones I use Davidson's, Xander's, Lipsy's, MGE Wholesale, Chattanooga Shooting Supplies, and Gun Accessory Supply Co., I believe. And they pretty much have everything that I've needed so far. The main thing, as soon as you get your license, you want to start submitting for accounts. You'll need a copy of your FFL, so scan it in and add it to your email. And you will need a copy of your EIN number, as well as here in South Carolina, you will need to apply for a retail sales license. That way you don't have to pay tax on the stuff that you buy. You will just pay the sales tax whenever someone buys it. And I believe the ones that won't sell to me are RSR Group and Orion Wholesale, I believe. They are strictly brick and mortar sales only, which I can see why. I mean, the brick and mortar stores have a lot more overhead than a home-based business. And that's pretty much it. When I first started, I think something that I would have done differently would probably buy a little less inventory and spend a little more time on the marketing side of things. Because once you get your name out there, the sales will come. I have multiple people that refer me all over town, and I appreciate every one of you guys. It means a lot. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. One more thing, I'd say, is it worth it? I'd say yeah. I mean, the average markup on a gun isn't a whole lot until you get into the $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 guns, then you can make a little bit more money. But average markup on this Glock is $40. But to me, I mean, that's $40 that I wouldn't have if I didn't have my license. So if it's something that you're wanting to do, if you love guns and you love business, marketing, sales, it's definitely a challenge. But I love it, and I've had nothing but good times and good things to say about it so far. I appreciate everybody that supports, and keep them coming, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.